Did you know that dogs can distinguish images on a television screen just as we do? Surprisingly, your four-legged friend who seems to be closely following what's happening in your favorite series is actually seeing what's happening on the screen. Today, we'll dive into the fascinating world of canine perception and find out why some of our pets become real television viewers, while others remain indifferent to the flickering screen in your living room. Every dog owner has at least once noticed how their pet reacts to the television, barking at on-screen animals, closely following moving objects, or even trying to look behind the TV searching for the source of sound. Sometimes it looks so funny that you want to record your pet's reaction on video and share it with friends. Understanding how and why this happens will help us better understand our four-legged companions and perhaps even select suitable content for them that will brighten their leisure time in our absence. Let's start with the most interesting part. Dogs' vision differs significantly from human vision. While people perceive the world in three primary colors, dogs see it in a blue-yellow spectrum. Their eyes contain only two types of color receptors, instead of three, like we have. This doesn't mean they see the world in black and white, as was previously thought. Rather, their world resembles a picture where shades of blue, yellow, and gray predominate. Imagine watching a movie through a special filter. That's approximately how our pets perceive television images. But it's not just about color perception. Dogs have much more sensitive vision to movement than humans. Evolutionarily, this makes sense. In the wild, the ability to quickly notice moving prey or predators was a matter of survival. That's why dynamic scenes on television attract our pets' attention much more than static images. A football match or a wildlife documentary can literally captivate your dog's attention for many minutes. Interesting fact: modern televisions with high screen refresh rates have made watching TV more comfortable for dogs. Old televisions with a refresh rate of 50 Hz were perceived by dogs as flickering light, since their eyes can process images faster than human eyes. This explains why many dogs in the past ignored the television or even experienced discomfort while watching it. Today's models with frequencies from 100 Hz and higher create a smoother picture that dogs perceive as continuous movement, similar to how we see it. Technological progress has made television accessible not only to people, but also to our four-legged friends. What about sound? Dogs' hearing is significantly sharper than human hearing. They can detect sounds in a range from 20 to 40,000 Hz, while humans hear only up to 20,000 Hz. This means that dogs can hear television sounds that completely escape our attention. Barking, howling, squeaking, and other animal sounds from the television can evoke lively interest or even concern in dogs. Some owners notice that their pets react to the television, even from another room, when the owners themselves can barely distinguish the sounds of the program. Have you ever wondered why some dogs literally stick to the screen when they see other animals? The fact is that dogs are social creatures with a strong instinct for recognizing the shapes and movements of other animals. Research shows that dogs can recognize not only other dogs on the screen, but also people, cats, and even more exotic animals. This explains why your pet might suddenly bark at an on-screen dog or show hunting interest in a fox running across the screen. For them, it's not just a set of pixels. They really recognize animals, although they don't always understand why they can't smell them or reach them. But here's what's truly amazing. Dogs can distinguish real images from animated ones. A study conducted at the University of Helsinki showed that dogs show greater interest in realistic images of other dogs than in their cartoon versions. This suggests that our pets have more complex visual perception than we used to think. They don't just react to movement and sound. They actually analyze what they see and draw conclusions about the realism of the image. Impressive, isn't it? The dog's breed also plays an important role in how interested your pet will be in television. Hunting breeds such as terriers, retrievers, and hounds often show greater interest in moving objects on the screen. This is due to their innate instinct to chase prey. Don't be surprised if your Jack Russell Terrier tries to catch a ball during a tennis match broadcast or chase a mouse in a nature documentary. At the same time, guard breeds may react to sounds and images of potential territory intruders. A German Shepherd or Rottweiler might start barking at an on-screen villain in a detective series, instinctively protecting their family. A dog's age also affects its interest in television. Puppies and young dogs are usually more curious and actively respond to new stimuli, including television images. They may jump, bark, or even try to physically interact with the screen. With age, many dogs learn to ignore the television, understanding that on-screen objects pose no real threat or interest. This is a kind of learning process. The dog gradually realizes that television images are immaterial and don't require a reaction. However, some dogs maintain a fascination with television throughout their lives, especially if encouraged by their owner's reactions. As for individual preferences, they are as diverse in dogs as they are in people. Some pets may show particular interest in certain programs or types of content. For example, there are dogs that enjoy watching sports programs with fast-moving objects, while others prefer nature documentaries with images of animals. Some owners notice that their dogs react to certain sound effects. A doorbell in a sitcom can trigger the same reaction as a real doorbell. And there are even unique cases where dogs show interest in specific actors or characters, recognizing their voices or appearances. Did you know that there is a special television channel for dogs? Dog TV is the first television channel created specifically with dogs' vision and hearing characteristics in mind. Programs on this channel are designed to stimulate, relax, and educate dogs when they are left home alone. The color palette, sound effects, and narrative pace are adapted to dogs' perception to make viewing as comfortable and interesting as possible for four-legged viewers. The channel offers content specifically designed to reduce stress and anxiety in dogs left home alone, as well as programs that stimulate pets' mental activity. But not all dogs become television fans. Many pets remain completely indifferent to what's happening on the screen, preferring to observe real events outside the window or engage in their own doggy business. This is absolutely normal and depends on the individual temperament and experience of the dog. Some breeds, such as Basset Hounds or Chow Chows, are known for their independence and less interest in visual stimuli. They may prefer to nap on the couch while you eagerly watch a new episode of your favorite show. Interestingly, some dogs may use television as a way to socialize with their owner. If you regularly watch television, your dog may join you not so much out of interest in the program, but out of a desire to spend time near you. This is another manifestation of the amazing social bond that has existed between humans and dogs for thousands of years. For many dogs, it's important just to be near their owner, to share their interests and activities. So even if your dog doesn't react to the screen, but likes to lie next to you while watching a movie, this is also a form of interaction with television, only through the prism of their relationship with you. Research shows that dogs can also learn from television, although not as effectively as through real interaction. Experiments demonstrate that some dogs are capable of remembering and repeating actions they've seen on screen. For example, a dog might learn a new command by watching another dog perform it on video. However, such learning occurs much more slowly and less effectively than through direct contact with a trainer or another dog. Nevertheless, this opens up interesting prospects for creating educational video content for dogs. But here's what's really important to understand. Excessive fascination with television can be a sign of boredom or lack of physical activity in a dog. If your pet sits in front of the screen for hours, they may not be getting enough walks, games, or other forms of stimulation. Remember that even the most engaging TV programs cannot replace live communication and physical activity for a dog. Television can be an interesting addition to your pet's life, but should not become a substitute for real interaction with the world. Some veterinarians and dog trainers warn that overly bright, loud, or aggressive TV programs can cause stress in sensitive dogs. If you notice that your pet shows signs of anxiety while watching certain programs, starts barking frequently, whining, hiding, or showing other signs of discomfort, you might want to limit their access to such content. Like humans, dogs can react differently to various types of media content. Summing up, we can say that dogs' interest in television is a complex phenomenon depending on many factors, from the peculiarities of vision and hearing to breed, age, and individual temperament. Some dogs really enjoy watching television, especially when the content includes moving objects, animals, or interesting sounds. Others may be indifferent to the screen or even experience discomfort from certain programs. Television can become an interesting source of stimulation for your pet, especially when you have to leave them home alone. Special channels for dogs or collections of videos with animals can help brighten the loneliness of your four-legged friend. However, it's important to remember that television will never replace real communication, walks, and games with the owner. What about your four-legged friend? Does he show interest in television? Which programs attract his attention the most? Maybe your dog has a favorite show or prefers a certain genre of movies. Share your observations in the comments. It will be interesting to learn about your pet's television preferences and the most amusing reactions to on-screen events. If you liked this video and learned something new about your four-legged friend, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell so you don't miss new episodes about the amazing world of our four-legged friends. Your support is really important to us. It helps create more quality and interesting content about dogs and their unique abilities. And if you found the video useful, share it with your dog owner friends. They will surely be interested to learn why their pets react to television the way they do. In upcoming episodes, we will continue to explore the amazing features of canine perception and behavior. Get ready to learn something that will make you look at your pet in a completely new way. We have prepared many fascinating topics for you that will help you better understand the psychology of our four-legged companions and make your life together even more harmonious and happy. And remember, understanding how our dogs perceive the world is another step towards strengthening that special connection that has made dogs our best friends for thousands of years. Every new detail about how the dog's brain works, how they see, hear, and feel the surrounding world helps us become better owners and create a truly happy life for our pets.